watching Batman. I have my craft table out. This is the last day that I'm having the craft table out, so I gotta finish up some projects. I've got several headbands, all salvaged from the bins. I've got a few of these fans from the dollar store, and often it's just that they need to be glued or something like that. Well, I'm not going to do that. In fact, we've torn the fabric off of the fan, and we're going to take the fan apart and use some of the pieces. And then I've got assorted kinds of tulle fabric and some eyelet fabric and sequins and assorted little flowers, all of course from the dumpsters. I've got this bag of loose flowers from the dumpsters and this bag, some of them loose, some on stems, all of course from the bins, and so is the bag. So I'm going to just get busy with my wire cutters. They're over here somewhere. There they are. They are also from the bins. Get busy with that and my glue gun, and we are going to make some fabulous headbands for my daughters and I for Dia de los Muertos.
So in making these headbands, I found pretty quickly that I had not planned very well before starting out. These black things are quite heavy, and I had to just kind of hold all of them there while they were drying. Eventually, I wisened up and started using some spare headbands to support them while they dried. And then I let it dry for a long time before adding loads and loads of flowers. Look at my Mimi. It turned out pretty fabulous, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty happy with it. All right, next up we've got a VHS clamshell. What do you do with these? I keep getting people asking for ideas for these random things that we find in the bins. Well, what pops into my head for this one? A spooky flower arrangement for the ultimate dumpster diver's graveyard yard display. I have other things that we find, lids and little spare cups. You'll recognize this blue cup from the dollar store bin. We find lots of those. What do you do with them? Guys, just think outside of the box. Get creative, get your glue gun out, and get to work. Put on a favorite movie or some good music and just start doing it. Even this sunflower center. Yeah, all the petals and stuff had come off. I grabbed it anyway. People probably thought I was crazy, but it was the perfect top for that little cup there. All those loose leaves that I grab, yeah, they fit perfect on the bottom to cover up the rest of that VHS clamshell that I didn't want to show through. And what do we end up with? A fantastic flower arrangement. But that's not spooky, that's just pretty. And we can't just leave it like that. No, no, no. So of course, we gotta add some spook to it. So I grabbed some of our dumpster spray paint. You know, we've found tons of that in the bins. Random bones and feathers and ribbons, things like that. Glued those on, and now it is the perfect spooky flower arrangement. I'm going to be getting the yard all put together this week. We got the lawn mowed. I am ready to set up the rest of the graveyard, and then this flower arrangement and probably a few more will go out there. Next, we've got that kind of saber-tooth dog cat thing. We glued his head back on with some E6000 and supported it with tape. Let's let that dry and see how it turns out. Here are a few other odds and ends that we found in the bins that just needed to be paired with the right things, added to some stuff, some glue thrown in there, and you end up with some really, really fun Halloween decorations. Look how happy that guy is. And then look how happy Mimi is reading that little Halloween board book that we found in the dumpsters. And then there's that witch. She needed some love, poor thing. And these birds, their wings had been pulled off. We have a loose hand just hanging around. The poor ghost, his eyes had been plucked out. We fixed them all up. Don't worry. We got that bat hanging up there. There's the ghost. He's got some googly eyes. He's able to see again. The birds, we glued all those wings back on, stuck them in and glued them on, and even gave this guy the hand to take home to the babies. Yes, that's the way I am, guys. Come on. There they all are, happy together. Nice little flock of repaired birds. Then the witch. I threw away what was left of her body, added the spider. She's good to go. Then we've got this mess. That took forever to untangle and pull apart, but it was worth it. He looks fabulous. Right now I've got him in front of this really cool painting of a boat or a ship, but I'm not sure if he'll stay there. He might end up going out into the front yard with the other ghouls. We shall see. Then I've got this little vignette that I had put together in the living room, but it felt like it was missing something. I just added that little bat that we found, and now it feels like it is ready to go. This bat just needed some batteries and a little bit of glue. Let's see how he turned out. He works great and looks fabulous, greeting our trick-or-treaters on Halloween right there on the porch. And in front of him is that witch that we found. We just bent her into shape and attached her right there to the post. She looks good. She's happy. She might have had a bit of an accident, but she's happy in our yard.
What?
He isn't turning on.
Let's see.
Maybe we're supposed to put one of those in the front. Maybe.
Okay, don't mess with it. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Where's this button?
Hold on, I already did that. Oh, clap your hands or make a loud noise. Ah!
Wait, I'm gonna hold my face. Wait, I know. Are you done yet? No, I'm gonna clap my hands. Dang it.
I added some of those finished creations and a bunch of our other pumpkins and odds and ends from the dumpsters to these display shelves, loving how they turned out. Oh, and at the clinic, I might have found Cruella DeVille's car. Wish I could take that one for a ride.
I'm watching the original Amityville Horror and wrapping up the last of my crafts so that I can get the craft table put away so we can get this room cleaned. And then I'm going to get the front lawn mowed so that I can start putting out the big part of the graveyard. We got a lot going on, so I got to finish this up. I've done several sewing projects, including repairing my favorite apron, trying to practice what I preach. But I am going to make some more aprons with some of the fabric that we have found in the bins. But not today, because I want to get this table out of my living room. So we've got this sweater that I found for Mariah in the bins, and it is missing one button right there. And I've looked through all of my buttons that we have, of course, found in the bins, and I had several contenders, but none of them were quite right. So I've changed my mind. And what I'm going to do is the pink one is going to go right there in the spot where it was missing one. And then I'm going to pluck off every other black button and put a colorful one. At first I was just going to do this and have the one funky button, but then I'm like, but then it's not going to be able to match every, be a universal kind of sweater that can go with everything. So we're going to just do colorful ones. And I might end up deciding that I want to take off all of the black ones and just put colorful ones. I don't know yet. I'll show you when I get it done. I am, of course, using thread that I found in the dumpsters. And I've got my fabulous dumpster singer scissors as well. This shouldn't be a huge surprise to most of our regular viewers. I changed my mind. I had a whole bunch of colors laid out, different designs. There's like bees and flowers. And anyway, it was super cute. But then I found these two buttons. This one has a little Scotty dog. And then this is kind of a pearly, I don't know, enamel button. And I've decided it's either going to be that one or that one. Yep, I know. Totally changed gears. But that's, sometimes that's just the right way to do it. Sometimes things just speak to you and you realize That's the way to go. So I'm going to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yes, seriously, I'm going to eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And then I will show you which one we end up with when it's done.
Well, the Scotty dog won, and Mariah loves her sweater. Come on back. I have a lot more Halloween and other dumpster diver upcycles coming real soon.